everyone, it's Eve Lethbridge here from A Point Group. Today I thought I'd get outside because it's a beautiful sunny day here on the south coast. These are our beautiful offices behind me now. I thought I would talk to you today about what to ask at the end of your interview. So it's important to ask questions because, number one, when you're telling your interviewer, yes, I'm really interested in this role, I'm really keen, they're all just words. If you actually ask questions based on research that you've done and based on, the company and showing that you're interested, that actually physically demonstrates that you're interested in this role because you've done your research and you're keen. So not only is it important to show your interviewer that, but second of all, it's actually quite helpful to ask questions because you need to make sure that this is the job that you want. You need to make sure that this is the sort of company that you want to work for, and you're only going to know that by asking questions. So really important, and make sure you do. So the first thing I would recommend is actually writing your questions down and bringing them with you on a piece of paper to your interview. Some people might advise against this, but I personally think it shows the interviewer that you're really keen. It shows that you've done your research, you've prepared, and that you're really interested. So don't be afraid to write them down and bring them with you. And then also, you won't forget what you were going to ask, because sometimes it can completely vanish from your head and you think, I can't remember what I was going to ask, I'm so sorry, I don't know. So it's really important, write them down, bring them with you. One thing I would definitely recommend is researching the company before you go, which obviously you would have done anyway because you'll be wanting to answer the questions about the company, but you can actually use that research to think of questions that you might like to ask. So you could ask, for example, about the plans for the home, or the hospital that you're interviewing in. So what are your plans for the future with this home? You might have seen that they've got new branches or new hospitals opening up elsewhere. You could ask about the development of the company in general. It just shows that you're looking for more of a long-term career with this company. It might also be worth, if you've had a look at the CQC report of the home or the hospital, asking about that. If it maybe wasn't as good as they'd like it to be, ask what plans they've got to improve that, or what plans they've got to maintain it if it is a good report. You can then also be a little bit cheeky and sort of present yourself as part of the solution to that problem. So say, reiterate the qualities that you've got that will help them to improve that CQC report, or improve the future of the home, for example. So some questions to avoid are things like, what's the salary? How much holiday am I going to get? What's the sick pay like? What are the benefits that I'm going to get? These are absolutely fine to ask if you ask them in the right way. They are important, you do need to know them, but just don't make them the whole focus of your interview. Don't make it all about the benefits. So here's some questions that it's good to ask. You can ask them, what's the culture like here? You need to make sure it's the sort of place that you want to work and that you'll fit in well. It shows that you're keen and you want to get on well with people. That's really important to ask. A similar question is, what do you enjoy about working here? Ask the interviewer why they like their job, why they enjoy coming to work every day. It will give you a real insight into what it's actually like to work here, which will be really helpful for you. You can also ask about revalidation. So you can say, what sort of help do you offer your nurses towards revalidation? Then you know that they're supportive and that they'll help you. Also, you can ask about opportunities for progression and development. It's great to see a nurse who really wants to grow and develop their own career. Someone who's interested in training, you can ask about what sort of training courses they offer. If you wanted to do something that's not on the mandatory training list, ask about that and say, would it be possible for me to do extra training here and there if you did have it available? And ask what sort of career path you could have within this company. It just shows that you're interested in a long-term career rather than just seeing this job as a stopgap. So ask anything that looks like you want to be here and you want to make this a long-term option. Well, that's my advice for what to ask at the end of an interview. I really hope that was helpful. If you do have any more questions, feel free to give us a call anytime and we'll be able to help. And in the meantime, good luck with any interviews that you've got coming up.